Well, the first month, I remember my first month totals. I spent like $300 and some for the whole month, and I saved $776 the very first month that I did it. It was incredible. I was like, okay, I can do this. It is worth it. I can so do this.
My sister had been doing it for quite a while and told me about it, and of course I was reluctant there at first. And I never did coupons before and thought it was a waste of time. And then she said, you really have to check it out. And she showed me some of her results and showed me her pantry. And I said, well, boy, I really do got to look into this. And lo and behold, I am hooked for life.
My husband prompted me to try it and kind of challenged me, and I'm not one to go lightly on a challenge. So I decided to take the challenge, and now I wouldn't know what to do without it. It's been the best thing our family's ever done. We eat better and we eat healthier, and I feel like I can buy things that I normally wouldn't buy, and it's just been such a help for our finances as well.
I see how excited she is when she comes in with the receipts and says, oh, I just saved like 50% or 60%, and then she just get all giddy and happy. And she used to hate shopping because she'd come home and I'd be kind of sitting there, kind of, how much did you spend? And now I'm just, she's all excited. It's almost turned into a game for her, where it used to be a real challenge to make ends meet. So
before Savings Angel, I was always a good shopper. I shopped sales, I shopped. I didn't use a lot of coupons because I wasn't organized enough to do it, but I did shop all the sales. If there's a sale price, I would usually buy it because I was figuring it was such a good deal. After I signed up with Savings Angel, there was no comparison to the deals. It was, my receipts every month, I just was almost giddy about it. I would come home and show my husband, look at this. I cannot believe that this is actually my savings.
You could do it. It's possible, but it would take a lot of your time, and it would take a lot of effort. And personally, I'd rather be playing with my kids, and I would rather be, going to the park and going to the beach for the day instead of spending my time finding good deals.
Well, I broke it down. First of all, it was actually $5 a week, and I would calculate my savings and the time that I spent putting into it. So often I would say I saved $120 this week, so I saved $115, and I would tell my husband it took me an hour and a half to prepare my shopping list in the beginning. It doesn't take me that long anymore. So, I just, sitting at home with my children, made in excess of $60 an hour. It was a part-time job.
We've had a lot more food in the house. It's been great. We've had lots of, you get to try a lot of different things that you wouldn't normally get to try because, the bills. That's been big for me because I'm big on seeing the budget work, and and with the economy the way it's been a major help for us.
The first shopping experience it covered the $5 a week just within the first 2 minutes of being in the store. It was justifiable. You can't even count in the cost of the membership. It doesn't even apply to what your savings are.
Yeah.
I do. These are some of my favorite finds. Dishwasher tabs, normally $5-6. Got them for a quarter for some boxes and 75 cents for others. So I have these well stocked and we use them and can't wait for the next coupon to come out for them. And the other product I bought is feta cheese. I know it's often a misconception that the types of food that you bring into your house, lots of spaghetti, lots of food that most people are like, you're not eating the greatest. But feta cheese, normally $4. We got it on sale for $1. So the last few weeks we've had lots of bacon and feta cheese stuffed chicken. So pretty good food for us.
Our grocery bill a month is, I want to say, before we started, it's just my husband and I, we spent maybe $200 a month on groceries. We were already really frugal. It's dropped down to like $50 a month.
I would say we probably, if I was trying really hard to budget, we would end up paying $600 or $700 a month. And now I'd say we pay $300 to $400 a month. So we've got 4 kids, so that really helps.
I think it's perfect for a busy mom because Savings Angel does all the work for you. You log on, you do your shopping list, you print it off, you take your coupons, and you head to the store. You don't have to monkey with finding the ins and outs of the deals because they do it for you.
When I could come home and I could tell my husband I spent 50 cents on 2 bags of groceries. that's the most exciting thing I've ever had. And that just happened to me last week. So that was so exciting. I came home and I'm like, look at my receipt.
I actually took my husband for the first time a couple of weeks ago, and that was the most exciting time because he got to see when I would bring the groceries home and see the bags, and I would do well, guess what I paid for this? And, of course, he was triple the amount of what I paid for it. And so he got to see firsthand, and he was in awe. And that was a blessing to show him, to let him see exactly what Savings Angel was doing for our family. Yes, it was awesome.
They love it. They've actually gone and told all the neighbors about it. You should try Savings Angels because now we get all these treats we never used to have. And, you know, they've had neighbor kids say, we can't afford those kind of fruit snacks. And Cora, my oldest, will say, oh, my mom can afford it because she does Savings Angel. She gets all kinds of great stuff. So they love it, actually. They think it's great. I bet they'll do it when they're older.
I've started Savings Angel in May of 2007, and I gave it a couple of months because I thought, oh, I'm not sure about this, and I didn't want to tell people I was doing it until I was sure of it. So I started just sending emails to people saying, hey, this is what I got this week, and people started signing up for it. So how it works is I just tell people, and they eventually join. So for every person that joins, I get $10 when they first sign up, and then $5 a month after that. And I've had 13, 14 different people sign up under me throughout. Right now I probably have about 6 or 7 that are currently active. So I get paid $35, $40 a month. So I pay Savings Angel $20, but they pay me more.
A list of things that I've gotten for free: toothpaste, shampoo, headache medicine, body wash. I mean, yeah, just a ton of stuff. I'm trying to think of other things.
Aluminum foil, deodorant, shampoo, conditioner, toothpaste, toothbrush, cereal for free.
Regular soap, mouthwash, chips, fruit bars, yeah, Jell-O.
I actually went shopping with my oldest daughter, who was 11, and she refused to go without coupons in hand. And she got a whole bunch of makeup for less than half off. So that right there was a blessing to see that I'm teaching my children to save.
I could run through a list of 20 things for you.
I've started Savings Angel in May of 2007, and I gave it a couple of months because I thought, oh, I'm not sure about this, and I didn't want to tell people I was doing it until I was sure of it. So I started just sending emails to people saying, hey, this is what I got this week, and people started signing up for it. So how it works is I just tell people, and they eventually join. So for every person that joins, I get $10 when they first sign up, and then $5 a month after that. And I've had 13, 14 different people sign up under me throughout. Right now I probably have about 6 or 7 that are currently active. So I get paid $35, $40 a month. So I pay Savings Angel $20, but they pay me more.
It's caused us to be able to be more aware of what we're purchasing, and it's caused me to be able to share with others where I normally wouldn't have. You know, I would be a little more cautious about saying, well, I can't quite give that much to church. I got to save that for myself. And now I feel like I have an abundance where I can share with people, and I'm spending less on my groceries than I ever have. It was the best investment I could ever make.
My favorite part now is that we've gotten to a point where my cupboards are not empty, and that I can give to people. I'm not a wealthy family, and we can give without thinking now. We can fill grocery bags and hand them off, and without a worry. That's definitely my favorite part.
I have an abundance of food, and I have been able to donate to families that we have in our church that are just suffering with job loss and illnesses, and we have never in the past been able to even think of doing something like that, but to be able to put together bags of food and supplies and to just donate is just, it's the most wonderful feeling.